Yeah, what's up, kings and queens? We're back again. And as usual, we go into the mayoral trial to see what we can find out. It never ends, right? It never ends when it comes to the state. State always pushing this information that's always not clicking, contradictions. Started with the 38, which turned out to be 9 millimeter. The witnesses in the house are saying 38. The investigators and the prosecutors are saying 9 millimeter. Now, before we go to what was happening today, when Mr. Mnisi put it to Pinky that Mr. Steyn fabricated his evidence, his 205 evidence, cellphone records to be exact. It's not amazing because we are used to it. It never ends with the states. Always something fabricated. They're always trying to make up something in order to force a case on top of these guys, right? In order to make these guys to be guilty of something that they did not do. Now, we know that, in fact, before I go further, please like and subscribe. Also, share this video, hit that notification bell so that when we drop more content like this, you are in the loop. Now, today, Mr. Advocate Mnisi made it clear to us, the public, and the court. I don't know if the court really heard what he said, because sometimes I just feel like Rata is lost. I'll come to that. Rata is lost sometimes because he's always interjecting. And when he interjects, it's always something like he's not following the story. He's talking something else that he was thinking on his own. Now, Mr. Mnisi put it to Pinky that the evidence that she brought is differing somehow with the evidence that was presented by Steyn, right? Steyn, remember, he fabricated this evidence when he was testifying. He talked about Mr. In fact, he talked about himself making a connection between Kelly and accused number 5. Okay, before I continue, let me just greet. Hello, Secha. How are you doing? Fine and good. I'm fine and cool. Our lovely queen. Much support. Much appreciated for your support. So, let me continue. Now, Steyn, it has become apparent that whatever connection he was trying to make with accused number 5 and Kelly Kumalo, it doesn't work. And then he manipulated the data coming from Vodacom. And then Pinky keep on talking about this PDF, the data being inside PDF, which can be edited. I wish they could just ask her, ma'am, can you bet 10,000 or whatever money or your life? Can you bet it with somebody and tell them, no, you cannot, I'm giving you this PDF, right, with this data. You cannot edit it. Can she bet something like that? I doubt. Because I think she probably knows that this can be edited. The PDF can be edited. She's just acting dumb. We know now that Steyn, if he was able to take that data from the 205s and insert it into his Excel, he killed me when he said excellence. I was dead for days there. Excellence. It's excellent. Oh, Mnisi, man. Wow, man. He's a joke. He's a comedian, but he's a serious guy. Today he was on fire. just showing Pinky that you are an expert, but you don't really know much. And then you are always hiding. He even put it to her that, ma'am, according to your line of work, aren't you surprised that things like this are happening? And then you're not even making a comment to saying how you feel about this type of fraud. She was quiet, as expected. I expected that she would be quiet. She would wait. Yeah, there was a little problem with the mic. I think that's fixed. Now, that lady, she tried to come up with some explanation about the voluminous records that Steyn was dealing with. She mentioned the number of pages, about 4,000 and something. But Mnisi came back and said, are you talking about the same number of pages that we are dealing with? These pages, these 4,000 pages. So it can't be an excuse that the pages are too many, so he mixed up some data or whatever. Then no, this is what's happening inside Ratha's court. Let me just check my notes and see if I want to add something. Yes, Ratha. Do you really think Ratha is paying serious attention to what the defense is saying? I don't think so, because you can hear with the interjections that he provides. During Mnisi's cross-examination, right, he asked if the data that Mnisi was talking about, the date, in fact, that Mnisi was talking about, was it the date that happened after the event, the day of the event, when that thing was not even mentioned like that, like it was way out of there. Then he came out again later and wanted to know if the data that Mnisi was seeking from the stick, from the memory stick, that was provided by a state anyway. He wanted to know if it's an affidavit of Steyn or of Pinky. When Mnisi told him, I don't know how many times, it's not an affidavit, it's just the data that we received from the state. But it's the same data that we have been reading here. So it's kind of, I don't understand, man. Ratha is non-repentant. I think he has a one-track mind, convict, and then he will be satisfied with his results, right? Because I don't think he's listening to the rebuttal of the evidence, the state being rebutted. I don't think he's catching that. Anyway, now I just want you to take a little listen to the argument with Mnisi when Pinky was trying to be slick with why her evidence and Steyn's evidence do not match. We know every time the states bring something, I don't know if they are so dumb to overlook it or they just don't see it, but always whatever data they are bringing, they are producing, it always catches them out. Like it rats them out. Like they're the ones who get found out because of their own data. So it's surprising that they always keep trying these monkey tricks, but their monkey tricks not working for them. They are not, because every time they try to introduce something, trying to be slick, you find out that if you connect the dots, you can see where they flopped. I don't know if they see this or they just that bad. Anyway, let's just try to see if this video can play. is the argument between Mnisi and Rata as it was going down in court today. Rata is for the states. I don't know if anybody sees different, especially the 30 percenters. The 30 percenters will tell you these people are guilty, we are in Inkabi protectors, whatever. But honestly, this kind of evidence, I think they are overlooking the fact that the state has been cooking evidence all along. They're just ignoring it. Sorry, the flu. Now, I want to make you aware that I want to be rooting for the state. I want to be the guy who feels like, yeah, this is the state is right at this point.
Thank you, ma'am. That is well
I think it's
appreciated. Basically, what we've just explained now is to confirm the correctness of the information.
There's going to be some lag, guys. Just
information that is contained in your affidavit insofar as that little table is concerned. So.
Yabo-ke ngiqeda ukwenza noma-ke ukusho-ke manje ukuqinisekisa-ke ukuthi-ke ngempela-ke lokhu okukhona-ke lapho isitatimende sami esifungelwe kuyikona futhi nokuthi-ke kuyiqiniso.
Thank you. But my concern still is there is this also affidavit here, Exhibit 02, that deals with the same information, but the number of the other party differs materially from the number that is contained in you. Now, as I've said, I've struggled to find out how possible, how could this be, what could have happened here, why should these numbers be different when all this other information is the same. That is the kind of a wisdom that I would request you to assist us with.
So, as I've indicated yesterday, that our set of data is submitted in PDF format. It cannot be manipulated in any way by us. We submit it to the TSU or any other institute for that matter in the PDF format. As you have seen, that this little block on J1 is an extraction of the entire data. The only thing that I've left out was the tower. This comes from the old data. This is an enhanced statement with our new system.
Yeah, this is what the kind of explanations that we get from Pink. PDF cannot be edited. Can she place her life on that? Can she bet 10,000 and say, here's a PDF, you will never be able to edit it? Can she do that? I don't think so. So why does she keep pressing that PDF, the PDF that they have, they cannot be edited? So it's evident from what she's saying that she's just being protective. And one thing more, weren't you surprised when Rata said, I've been knowing you for 20 years? I was like, what? 20 years? You've been knowing Pink? Wow, man. These things come around full circle, right? You find out that these people know each other. They finally admit, no, I know you for 20 years. Wow, man, I was surprised. Let me just try to get what you're saying, Sekhan. Let me just unlock it from here so that I can see everything. Yeah. You know, Sekha, let me just read what you're saying there. Today, Advocate Mnisi has shown SA watching And following this case, it's not what happened.
This cannot be changed in
wonder why
any
that-
way. It cannot be
Let me just let the video
altered,
play.
added,
I'll read your comment.
another number inserted or a number removed, or for that matter, a tower name, a cell or ID, a lack or ID.
Yes.
I can only explain on what I've
Yeah, there she goes now. She's cutting Steyn off her bloodstream. She can only speak on
worked
what's
with and what I've provided.
Yes, I agree with you. You know, this case was never well investigated. Mr. Mnisi and Ubom Ted and all those people who started a crime scene, they never did their job proper, man. But like in Arabia, in simple terms, in Venek terms, Bakawati the sense, like I can basically say that they messed up his legacy, man. Because I thought they would have did something more because he was a goalkeeper for our country. Like besides Orlando Pirates, right? I'm not a fan of Orlando Pirates, but just because he was doing a good job for Bafana Bafana, I would have thought the government would have gone all out for him. But nah, it's a problem just to find out even the gun what type of gun was used on him. The people who are claiming to be his friends, they are nowhere to be found when it comes to being honest about what happened that day. Whenever they come to the stand, it's rubbish, garbage spewing, and then not taking accountability, right? I think these people are so dumb that...
However, this statement...
There's a lot of lag, man. I'm going to eventually stop this video because it's distracting me. But I think you get the gist of...
belongs to somebody else. I have no idea how that information...
That's Pinky cutting off Steyn. She got nothing to do with Steyn's... Timothy gets, good evening, King. One love, my King. Welcome.
was extracted, and therefore I cannot...
Yeah, let me just stop the video and continue.
Make any comments on that.
Mina ke engisekhona ke akashintshi ke ukuthi ke konke okunye lokhu kuyafana, yonke eminye imininingwane ke iyafana, kodwa ke uma sesifika lana ke ku other party noma ke ekwakhulunyisana naye noma ke ekwaphunyana naye ukuthi yila kuhluka khona ukuthi kwenzeka kanjani ke lokho. Mina ke engakhuluma ngako engakusho iloko mina engasebenza ngako nezinhlelo noma indlela esebenza ngazo kwa Vodacom ukuthi ke information lena sithola kanjani ke bese sisebenza ngayo ngaloluhlobo ke noma ke the format abayibiza ngokuthi ke iPDF. Akukho esingakwenza ke kuyona ke leyo PDF format leyo sithola ikanjalo. Akukho ungashintsha ungengeza enye number noma kube nenumber oyikhiphayo usebenza ngaloko okutholile onako nala esesidlulisela khona ke kwi-TSU ngaleyo ndlela esithole ngayo. Lesi istatement esona ke istatement esomunye umuntu angazi ukuthi basebenza kanjani, akukho ke engakusho mayelana naso.
Thank you, ma'am. Most probably there will be an explanation forthcoming vis-a-vis the explanation that you've just given, that this information is untamperable. You can't tamper with it. You cannot edit it. You cannot alter it. No amount of change can be effected on the information that you have just testified about, as it reflects in your affidavit, J1. Thank you, ma'am. In the course of the...
Let me just pause it. Even Rat himself was saying, ma'am, did you say this PDF? He even used a new word, immutable, something like that. It's uneditable, it's immutable. He's supporting that fact as if he knows himself. That's the fact. Bruh. And PDF can be edited. Like, just like an Excel can be edited, a PDF can be edited. So I don't know which programs are they using or computers are they using which can edit a PDF. Now, Rata is clearly and surely showing us what side is on. You know, I'm amazed that he's accepting that 9mm evidence when all the evidence is overwhelmingly supporting the recusal, in fact, the acquittal or the dropping of the charges against the accused. All the evidence leads to that, but he's hell-bent on, I don't know, hearing what more. You know, you could tell from even the objections of Sibanda that he's lost. Like, whatever he's trying is just throwing stones there to with a blindfold, not knowing where the stones are going to fall at. That's basically what's happening, because he couldn't formulate proper objections. Every time he's objecting, he's off the mark. If like Rata could even see it, that's why he was always cutting him off. Say no. I mean, he's trying to block Ngumalo to ask questions that Mnisi probably went over. But maybe Ngumalo wasn't satisfied enough with whatever Mnisi got out of her, so he decided to revisit them. And then Ngumalo was smart. He was even cold. That was a cold remark. The state is not in my mind at the moment. I'm not even thinking about the state. So I cannot be dictated on how to conduct my cross-examination. That was dope. Now, let me just read the people in the chat, the comments in the chat, right? Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for your support. And then Seha Mokotla, she's saying, Pinky is in it by herself. There's a huge reason why Baloyi is absent from the court, more also after yesterday's talkings with the experts, including a lead investigator. Yeah, because Pinky, in fact, I was surprised that she knows. Rata says they know each other for 20 years. I was like, what? 20 years? Wow, man, it's amazing. Now, friend says they forgot arrest for talking the truth. Yeah, you know, with advocate for everybody was like labeling him as a nut, something like who's a loony, like who's out of his mind, especially the other lawyers in his profession who were always commenting on TV, talking the rubbish story, right? But I think that guy has more balls than them, because he was able to place his story, even not afraid to implicate the highest office of the land in court, live in court. He did it in court, Mr. Tefo. He didn't care. I mean, he was even saying, sue me if you have the guts. They couldn't sue him. I think he knows what he's talking about. Now, Alfie has been say, hello, Kia. What's up, Alfie? What's up, my king? On love, bro. Thank you for your support, and thank you for joining me in the chat. Please, guys, like the chat. Let's move the likes up. And then Sekhamo Khotla says, Timothy, hello there. Just to let you know, just to let you see that even Google is a racist. The waving hand here is yellow, white. Your waving hand is brown, black. Yeah, I think you download those emojis. I think they are black ones. Now, Timothy Mockets says, in brief, the case is rubbish. Yeah, man. It's in fact, it's disgusting. You know what? The trial of Young Thug, that one in the state. Are you aware that that judge was recused, finally recused? Because he held an ex parte, what they call an ex parte meeting with the witness, that guy they call Little Woody, who was lying like 99 on the stand. He didn't care. And then his lawyer, and then the prosecutor, right? That guy was being forced to testify against Young Thug, or else they are pressuring him. He will be imprisoned for the duration of the trial. So that meeting, the lawyer of that boy himself decided to tell the lawyer of Young Thug, and he raised it in court. The judge wanted to know where he knew that information from. That guy told him, I'm not telling you. You better find out yourself. But I'm telling you, you guys had a meeting, which is illegal. And then he finally sentenced that guy to some term. I don't know if it was a day or what, or 20 days, something like that. That guy came with his defense. I was proud of that defense. I was proud of that association that he belongs to in America. They came to his defense, unlike here, where they left there to suffer on his own, right? That guy brought his defense, and then they asked the judge, are you sentencing this guy based on, they call it contempt, like civil contempt or criminal contempt? Now, the judge was confused with what he just did. Then he said the wrong thing. They told him, no, that's not how it works. The way you did it like it's criminal contempt or civil, whatever the way they see it. And then eventually he went out. He said, I'm coming back for 5 minutes. He ended up taking longer than that because he was taken by surprise. Somebody stood up to him. Now, a few weeks later, he was recused from that case. As we speak, it's a new judge in that case, and she's not buying face. She's even telling them, if you're not here as a lawyer or a prosecutor, the case is going to continue, right? That's the type of lawyer we need here. So I don't know why they are afraid to release Rath. I don't know. Yes, Secha says, I've watched the case of Young Thug. Yeah, man. Dotan Lofu says, what's going to happen when the defense finish the cross-examination tomorrow? I think what they say is going to be the ballistic evidence of Mr. Collegan Mangena. I don't know. Probably it's that. But I'm disappointed that it's even happening, because if we look at things proper, why are they testing that gun? Because that gun is not the one. I mean, why would the judge allow that? The judge, why would he allow that when the witnesses in the house, the people who were in the house, said the gun had a weed? Why would he allow that? Unless if he's in cahoots with the state and he's just trying to force matters so that these people can be convicted, right? I think that's what's happening here, right? So, guys, I don't want to take too long on this, because what came out today, the major thing is we found out that the link that was being created by Steyn and Gininda and his team, whoever, that link was fabricated. it was added on, I suppose, by Steyn or whoever. Now we know the reason why Steyn decided to know. I'm no more with the case. I'm retired. Listen, how many people retired who are here, who came to court and testified? Right? How many? Judge himself, Judge Rata himself, he's retired. He's presiding over the case. So why was it a problem for Steyn to come back and explain his mess? Yeah, that guy will, okay, Mrauli Mtroboli. I don't know if I'm butchering your name, bro. I hope I'm not. That will happen next month. I suppose you are talking about the ballistic evidence. That guy said he is occupied at the moment to run some tests. Yeah. Guys, I think you'll be hearing dogs back outside. Just bear with me. I turn the mic up so that he can capture everything. Now, we know that the state has got nothing as a case. Like, they just presented the rubbish there. And then I'm just wondering, why is Rata not seeing it? Why is he not realizing, no, nothing from the state is adding up? But you know what? This whole week, like ever since we started, there are some glimpses of some sparks of honesty that I saw from him when he was forcing Pinky to take out whatever that Mnisi was requiring now, telling me, why do you have to wait? You have it in your laptop, beam it. There I could see that if he's serious, he can do these things like that. Like on the fly, being honest and just forcing you to really reveal the evidence, even if you're trying to hide it. But now, he comes back and crush all of that by arguing for the states. It's a block. It's a head block. I mean, it makes me wonder what is in the intentions. What is he intending eventually? Because sometimes, like especially this week, he was on Sibanda's case. If we just become honest, he was on Sibanda's case, requesting whatever was required. If they wanted to make a copy, want it now. If the defense is looking for something from Sibanda, he wants it now. If Sibanda is trying to hide from something, he's telling him, no, give it to us. This week I saw part of that. I hope there's a lot of that from where that came from. So, guys, I don't want to stay long on the stream. I think I said a lot. I said a mouthful. So, with those few words, before I go, please, guys, like the stream. Also, leave some comments in the comment section below. And then also, if you're not part of the kingdom, part of the family, the kings and queens, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe, so that when I drop more content like this, you're in the loop. I'm going to be out like, peace, much love. You are all love. Shout out to Alpheus Ndlela. Shout out to Friend. Shout out to Secha Mokotla. And shout out to Timothy Moketsi. Shout out to Dotan Dlofu. And then one love to Mraulim Trobole. I hope I'm not butchering your name, bro. I hope that's the right pronunciation. So, guys, with those few words, let me just bow out. Peace.